Hey everybody! I just wanted to do a quick call on the importance of care calls. I had a really great business meeting today, met with one of my downline members, and some really good things were shared about care calls and the importance of care calls. And in sharing that with our team office, I had a bunch of people ask me for my tips. So I just wanted to make this call just to give y'all a few pointers about care calls so that I could share what I've learned along the way. So this call is for people who are scared of picking up the phone and calling people. I just want you to know no one hates calls as much as I do. It took me about 100 phone calls to get past the nervous sweats and to become not afraid of picking up the phone and calling people. Every time I do it, it gets easier. Just repetition, practice makes perfect. Just keep doing it. And there is an oil for that. You know, put the Valor on, lather up in Valor, diffuse it, put it behind your ears, and just pick up the phone and call people. There's a couple reasons why making phone calls is so important. For one thing, text can be misconstrued. A text message or Facebook message, you can't get your tone across, and sometimes what you say can be misconstrued. So phone call is really important for the tone of your voice, and even if you're just leaving a voicemail, them hearing the pleasant tone in your voice and the passion in your voice if you're sharing about the business is very important. Nothing sells, nothing shares like your passion. So them hearing your voice is going to really make an impact much more than just a text or a message. Now, I have learned that this generation does sometimes prefer text messages. So what I like to do is call people. If they don't answer, I leave them a voicemail. And then I also send them a text. That way they know this is my cell phone number and that I'm okay with text messages, and they can choose which form of communication they prefer. That will get all of your color personalities and allow them to decide which way they'd like to respond to you, and you'll have a much greater response. So there will be a few people, and I'm saying a few because out of the hundreds of calls I've made, I've only had a few, who may not be interested in talking to you. They might be rude. They might not be interested in your products. They might not have had a good experience, and that's okay. Just take those no's as not right now and just move on. There's going to be plenty of other people who want your help, who are excited to talk to you, who love the products. So don't take it personally. Don't get discouraged. Just chalk it up to experience and move on. So a couple of things you can do to figure out who you need to call. Here's just a couple of lists I like to make. I like to make a list of my new members. So members who are new, who have enrolled in the last couple months. Also those who have been using the products for a while but maybe haven't reordered. Figure out why they haven't reordered. Are they loving the products? Do they have questions? Also those who are missing a paycheck. So with Young Living, you have to spend 50 PV in order to get a paycheck on new signups. And then you have to spend 100 PV in order to get a paycheck on your long-term commissions, which is your 8%, your 5%, and so on. So call those who are missing a paycheck. They might not know that they have a potential paycheck. Also call those whose Essential Rewards order or ER order hasn't processed that month. Let them know that it hasn't processed. They might not be aware. And also all of your members who currently aren't on Essential Rewards, call and let them know that there's a cashback program that they can get on and earn cash back, because a lot of people don't know about that optional program. And if you say, I don't have a lot of time, I just want you to know I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, so I do understand things get crazy and life gets hectic. I like to make my calls during nap time, which is usually between 12 and 2. If you don't have a lot of time, just commit to make 5 calls or texts a day. It's amazing what you can do with just 5 phone calls. And I guarantee you it won't take you any more than 30 minutes. Everyone can find 30 minutes in their day. So I just want you to commit to make 5 care calls a day. And with those care calls, I also would send 5 text messages just so they know they can reach you that way as well. And I just want to share with you some of my scripts that I have found work really well. Of course, feel free to modify them to whatever works for you. But for care calls, I like to say, hey, This is Kayla. I'm part of your upline support with Young Living. I was just calling to check in with you and see how you were doing. Then let them talk a little and say, are there any oily questions I can help you with? And let them talk some more. I found people love to talk about themselves. So just let them talk, ask them questions, and really listen. And then just say, well, if you ever need anything, this is my cell phone number. Feel free to call or text me anytime, and have a great day. Now, if you get a voicemail, and I will say about 90% of the time I do get voicemails, I think it's important to leave a message. And I just leave a short message that's something like this. Hey, so-and-so, this is Kayla. I'm part of your upline support with Young Living. I was just calling to check in with you and see how you were doing. I just want to see if you have any oily questions. Feel free to call or text me anytime. I'm here to help, and have a great day. And then you can send this little care text along with your voicemail. That way they'll see it. You know, they might not check their voicemail, but they'll see a text message. And I just say, hey, so-and-so, this is Kayla, part of your upline support with Young Living. I was just checking in with you to see how you were and if I could answer any questions for you. Feel free to call or text me anytime, and have a great day. So like I said, this is just a little script I use. Hopefully y'all can see it. You definitely want to modify it to fit your personality. You don't want to sound like a robot, like you're reading a script, but this just sounds like me. It's worked really well. Feel free to share it, use it. But I just want to let y'all know that calling people just doesn't have to be scary. The more you do it, the easier it will become. But nothing kickstarted my business until I started picking up the phone. And I truly believe care calls are the #1 most important thing you'll do in network marketing. We are in the market of relationships. I believe above classes, presentations, everything. I think following up and calling people, letting them know that you're there to help is the most important thing. So I just challenge you over the next couple weeks and months and years, just commit to make at least 5 phone calls a day. As time goes on and you have more time, you can increase that. But just try to make 5 phone calls, and I'd love to hear how it works for you. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. I'd love to help you guys. So y'all have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.